are not available, then they place the markers every 150 feet from the nearest change of direction. Okay. So they start off with the inspectors placing them, and then as they got about a year under their belt, then they just make the contractors place the markers. We use the GPS mapping. Here's just an example here I talk about. I use this example because it was a circle and there was a whole lot of markers all in one spot. Walked around with this guy Rick here one afternoon, mapped all their markers, and I was doing this just to make a presentation. You look at the satellite view above, before this pre-development, you come through, the blue is the water, the green is the wastewater, and the black is the street. We can map right all of our markers. So we went out there, mapped the markers, dropped it right in. Now this is maybe shown a little better. I can come here. Might have to close something else now. 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Okay. So we start off here at the Marriott. Come over here to quite the response time here. Close a couple things. This was working earlier, but happen is the virus. Here we go. You can see how it looks today. A little more recently, at least as much as Google has given us the updates. You can click on any one of these particular markers and know what kind of marker it is. Okay. Let me, there we go. Come here. Basically, Charlotte County Utilities, this name of the development, 45 degree, who did it, what size, what type. Same thing. They basically just program the markers. Here's another one right next door. This might be a little easier to see. Or illustrate. You can kind of see how they come through and using markers. They can basically trace the pattern of the facility. Okay? And it works for them. And it'll outlast any kind of tracer work. You can look at it and you can see then here's 11.5 degree bend. Charlotte County depth is this type. But basically all they really want to know is what size is it, what's it made out of, and what kind of feature am I marking. Okay? Kind of close up here with the benefits that these guys saw. They have now a reliable, accurate, efficient way to mark out their facilities. The mapping simplified and the accuracy is improved. Maintenance access is simplified. They have some way to tie this to a GIS tag. Matter of fact, after this, they started putting them on all their meters. Enhanced ability for search and identification of specific features, because now they have an asset tag on their GIS. Using the GPS, of course, I think that's pretty well documented for mapping. You get about 80% savings in the field, as well as you capture everything electronically, so you can directly update your back office systems. ID marking, you can teach somebody how to locate a marker with about 1.5 minutes, and it's also on the same tool that they use to locate other utilities. So speed, accuracy, and confidence. The reason I like that is because they buried that marker, but they could see when the pipe was visible, and it's not subjected to congestion by abandoned facilities or nearby utilities. Serial number you can use as an asset tag. So we've had pretty good luck so far with this as a total solution with the ID and a path marking application. You can bury the marker, locate it, map it. Usually, we've seen that. Actually, somebody was mentioning Las Vegas Valley Water this morning. They're very good at this, and they map the heck out of everything. But they don't use a tracer roller. They place markers all over the place. Okay? So go up the kind of the value chain here. You start with the method for people to identify something that they couldn't see. Now, you get RFID, you have positive ID, you get a mapping process to indicate the markers being placed. Now you have reduced inspection of the contractor's work, and you get accurate maps with lap along with your new construction. Helps your maintenance for installation and repair activities and utility mark out. Helps from utility jobs screening, automatic as-built, asset tracking. So that's it.
Ray, how much are those bulbs, or how much are some of those items that yours?
List price, I think this is about 10, and the ball is about 14. You get a dumb one. You know, what we would see is we'll see a lot of people, particularly in fiber optics right now. It's a big thing because they're pushing different conduits. And they'll start off saying, well, I'll put the dumb ball along the path and the smart one to mark the special point. And then you come back a year later and they just, you know, it's the cheapest thing we have. We're just going to use smart ones all the way along.
And those bigger pads that you're showing us that can go deeper in 9 feet, you're saying a little bit more? Or?
About 17.
So.
It's about $2 or $3 more. Depends on what the. Any questions? All right.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you very much, Corey.